I'm going to tell you something that I've never said on camera before. There was one night where literally everything that I had built, who I thought I was as a person, fucking collapsed in front of my very own eyes. And that is the only reason that I'm even here talking to you today on camera. Hi, my name is Jorge, and for those who don't know, I help Latino men get in the best shape of their lives, not just physically, but also mentally as well. And this is the story that no one has ever heard before. Growing up, I was always the skinny kid, always getting bullied, always feeling small, and always honestly feeling shitty about myself. So when I went to university in my hometown, I told myself that shit had to change no matter what. I started bulking, I started drinking every weekend, and I literally thought I was the fucking man. Andrew Tate was in around that time, and I literally bought into all of that shit. The player mentality, the ego, the walking around thinking I was literally fucking built different. Meanwhile, 4 years went by just like that. Next thing I know, I was fucking about to graduate university. To be honest, it was 4 years of fucking drinking every weekend, eating whatever I wanted, and barely training consistently, thinking I was a fucking huge gym rat fitness influencer. And the whole time I was only getting fatter and I was getting more bloated, and I genuinely convinced myself that I was fucking looking good, that all this mass is the only thing that mattered and my fucking face fat did it. I had no idea what the fuck I was thinking as a fucking 19-year-old going into uni. Then of course, like every other man, I fell in love and I got into a relationship thinking it was a good idea. And I specifically remember final year of uni, we went to the beach and she took a picture of me playing with my dog out on the beach, and I was fucking disgusted at what I saw in that photo. That was not the man that I thought I was building for fucking years. That was 4 years of uni, and that's what I built. And of course, a week after that, when my life was going amazing with her, she was gone. And she found a new man within a new week, started her whole new life, and I was left feeling like shit. Around that same time, I was supposed to be writing my MCAT, which you guys don't know, it's a big exam to get into a medical school to become a doctor. 5 years of pulling all-nighters, 5 years of grinding every single day, 5 years of barely taking fucking care of my own body so I could study and my parents could finally tell people that their son was going to be a doctor. That was the plan, at least. That was everything that I had worked for up until now. And guess what? I quit. I fucking hated grinding every single night. I know I'm capable of doing it. Even till this day, I know I'm capable of doing it. I just hated the fact that I had to study for 4 years, barely fucking find a job, and do it again for another 6-7 years and come out in a shit ton of debt. Fuck no. I know I'm destined for way more, and I knew that back then. So I just completely walked away from it and disappeared from that. But before that, something happened that I've never actually admitted publicly. So I got caught driving around with a couple of drinks in my system. The police pulled me over, and I remember I'm fucked. 4 cop cars pulled up. Next thing I know, I'm in the back of the car, and they just brought me home. They literally came to my door, knocked my parents, and it was 3 in the fucking morning. Imagine waking up as a Latino mother with your son in fucking the back of a police car, 5 cop cars outside. What do you think she fucking felt? Boom, next morning, lost my license, shit ton of fines, no car, my car got fucking impounded, and now I was fucked. I was literally fucked. So let me paint you the full picture in case you don't fully understand what's going on so far. I just recently got dumped and she found a new man's and I could fucking publicly see it on Instagram. I had no license. I just graduated uni, barely scraped by, and now I can't even get a fucking job because a degree does not get you a job. So I was left without a job, especially because you can't get a job for some reason without a license. And that was all just before I quit my goal to become a doctor. And I remember my sister looked me dead in the eyes and she said, "Good luck in life, bro." So all the little nerds that I was academically beating at school, the moment they all found out, they all ran with that shit. They all made sure to make fun of me and get their last laugh in. Every single one of those motherfuckers. And I remember while all that shit was going down, every single night I started having fucking nightmares. I would keep repeating that same scene of getting pulled over, coming home with a shit ton of cops, and just the way my mother reacted. And I remember some days I would just fucking scream in my sleep. And I remember my mom coming down to me and asking if I was literally okay. And I had to play the tough guy act and tell her that I was. And my dad at that point, he literally just stopped giving a fuck. He gave up. There was nothing left for me, so he just stopped fucking caring. And then I was really into self-development, and I remember watching a Mike Tyson podcast, and he said, sometimes you just have to hit fucking absolutely rock bottom. It might not feel good in the moment, but some days if you want to switch your life around, you truly have to know what rock fucking bottom is. And I was just left there thinking, I literally have nothing fucking left to lose at this point. That was the first moment that I truly felt there was something different inside my own head. That moment when you genuinely have nothing fucking left to lose inside of your life, you could either stay on the fucking floor and be sad about it, or you could make a decision to change your life forever. And guess what I did? For me, I just started with running. I didn't know what else to fucking do. I had no job, no girlfriend, no place would hire me. I sent out billions of resumes and no one gave a fuck about me. So all I did was I just fucking ran. I didn't know what else to do. I just went for a fucking run. It was just me and my fucking thoughts the entire summer. Eventually, I did end up barely fucking landing a job as a physio assistant. All I was doing was fucking putting heating pads on people and working as a receptionist. And I remember my friends would come in as well because it's a physio place that they would go to in my small ass little town. And they would all ask, aren't you supposed to be a doctor? Weren't you supposed to be going to medical school? What are you doing working here as a receptionist? I just smiled and literally just checked them in. I was fucking done at that point. That hurt. I cannot describe it, but I felt every single fucking little bit of it. So I did all I could fucking do. I signed up for a half marathon. Fuck it, let's just go run. Me, who has never fucking ran in their life because I sucked at running, just signed myself up. What is the worst thing that could happen? And I remember in that moment, the night before, my mom literally pulled me aside and she said, it does not matter if you don't finish this. Don't feel like you have to finish this race to prove something to the world. I know you've been through a shit situation and all these people are making fun of you, but never tell yourself that you're not good enough. You are good enough and you will complete this. My mom said everything that I was literally fucking thinking out loud. She was just able to put it into words and she definitely knows me the best. So boom, it's race day. I remember running and it was kilometer 15. Specifically, I could picture that in my head. I was in some random suburban area, neighborhood. I remember the banner, kilometer 15. And in that moment, I truly understood that I could do whatever I fucking set my mind to, because while I was running, I fucked up my ankle. My fucking chest was on fire and I just shut that off. I was like, fuck that. That doesn't matter. We've been through more. And now I remember the feeling that I was like, I could truly do anything I fucking want to inside my own head. And it was the most beautiful thing. I will always remember that moment. Boom, crossed the finish line at 1:47 for my first marathon. That's not too bad. But the biggest thing is something changed inside of me permanently that day, and I'll never forget. Something I just can't quite explain as a feeling, but if you ever been in that moment, you know exactly what I'm talking about. After that, I completely decided to actually make a change, that I was fully done with the path that I was going on. The path of being lost, just letting the wind throw me from one place to another. I completely walked out of medicine and I decided to start living my own life. I got really serious about my physique because looking the part is a huge thing. This is your own fucking private resume that you could just show the world without having to do anything. So I dialed in my health, I dialed in my nutrition, I dialed in my training program especially. I stopped training like a pussy. And I genuinely just got into the best shape of my life within 6 months, even 3 months. If we look back, I look completely different. And then I always had a dream of being a content creator, of creating content and inspiring others. And that summer, I just fucking went for it, man. I had no plan, no strategy, just grabbed the phone and started fucking filming. I remember for 6 months straight, I was stuck at 75 followers. No matter what I did, no matter how much content I posted, I could not gain any followers. I was getting around 10 likes per video. Nobody was watching and nobody truly should give a fuck at the end of the day. The algorithm doesn't owe me anything. Life doesn't owe you anything. But I remembered, and I kept telling myself this is the best thing about life. If you keep going, you keep pushing every single day, and you're working towards your goals and your vision, showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, is what's going to make the difference, is what's going to get you to your goal. And guess what? That is exactly what I did. I just kept showing up and I just kept posting every single day. I truly remember telling myself that if I don't stop, I cannot fail. If you don't stop something in life, it is physically impossible for you to fail. Remember that. And then I remember literally not too long ago, around late February, one of my videos blew up. Boom. 3.3 million fucking views. Imagine that shit. Just a random Latino, 3.3 million views across the world. And I'm not telling you any of this to impress you. I'm telling you this because this is my story, and I know there's someone out there listening who's been through a similar situation where they fucking truly hit rock bottom and believe there's no way out. And they believe there's no direction, and they're ashamed of the situation they're in right now. But let me tell you, my friend, time is beautiful. The time will pass. No one gives a fuck about your past as long as you're working towards a better future. That is what I want you to understand. We are built different, not just as men, but as a Latino community. Our parents crossed the border and worked their asses off, literally destroyed their body every single day so we could have a better life and just reach a fuller potential, and gave us options that they've never had. They could only dream of living a situation, living a life like they've provided for us. So I built this community and built this channel to show others, to prove to others that it's possible and guide them towards their goals, because I never had the guidance. I've been doing this for fucking 13 years, and I wish someone would have told me all this. I saw a gap. I saw a missing piece in the puzzle. There's no one out there. There's not a single community that is doing what my community has been able to do now. No one is filming content for us. No one is showing us how to still eat our favorite foods, how to train for a busy lifestyle, how to still go out to your grandma's house and enjoy all the food because she loves you. And no one is showing us how to carry the weight of the expectations from all your family members that you have to succeed. So I decided to be that person, because if I made it out from having no job, no fucking car, losing my license, getting dumped, and literally screaming in my fucking sleep from the nightmares that I would have every single day, you could make it out of the exact situation that you are in right now. And I genuinely believe that. No one is coming to save you but you. But you do not have to figure this out alone, just like I did. I built this community especially for Latino men who are done doing this alone. Latino men who are actually ready to change their lives and make a difference in the world. If that sounds interesting, join my community below. I'm going to show you mindset, fitness, eating habits, recipes to get your nutrition dialed in right. Everything built in one place and built around your life so you could make it work for you. All of this so you could truly transform your life once and for all, just the way I did. If that sounds interesting, click the link below, book in a call, and let's just chat, man. Let's see what's going on, and let me see the best way that I can help you in. Let us build this together. Let us get to fucking work, man. See you inside.